Hi everybody, this is Shelley Lee, and today I just want to talk really briefly about feeling messages. Now, sometimes we might feel a little embarrassed by things that we feel based on our reactions to something happening sort of in our periphery, in our environment. And it might be, someone cut us off in a car and we sort of feel a little bit of anxiousness and intenseness going on inside. Or someone might have said something to us that sort of didn't strike us very well or made us feel hurt or angry. A lot of times that person can be our significant other who might be triggering something within us that maybe we're sort of embarrassed or not really willing to share because we think that it might be something maybe he doesn't want to hear, or maybe we might hurt him in return by saying, "Why did you say that? Why would you say something like that? What's wrong with you? I don't understand it." And we lash out. That's not exactly how we want to communicate, because a guy is not going to hear that kind of thing. He's going to tune it out. What he will hear is something that comes from deep within inside of us, using our amazing feminine elemental energies. We can say a feeling message. If he says something to us that kind of hurts us, then instead of lashing out and reacting, because that adrenaline kind of wells up inside of you and just wants to just kind of burst out into flames coming from everywhere, what we can do is get back into our bodies. Instead of being all up in our heads, get back into our bodies and lean back and just say, "Honey, I feel really kind of sad and uncomfortable with that statement, and I feel really confused, what it's about. Can you help me with that?" And saying something coming from that space inside of you, he'll listen. He'll listen, and he may apologize. He may explain himself. And it may be that something inadvertent and a misunderstanding that you can talk about at that point. Or it may be something that just flat out irritates you, because the little irritations kind of pile up until they get bigger than you, all because maybe he leaves his dirty socks all over the floor. So instead of saying, "I don't understand why you leave your dirty socks all over the place. They're all over the floor. They're all over the bed. I found one on top of the mantle the other day. I don't know how it got there." And instead of just putting it in the hamper that's in the same room, instead of saying something like that, lean back, get into your body, say something like, "Honey, I would feel so grateful, and it would feel to me so much better if the socks could just go directly into the hamper, and it would just save me so much time and energy picking them all up. That would make me feel really happy." Do you see the difference there? So you can tell a difference there from what space you're coming from when you say things to him, or to anybody for that matter. Instead of lashing out, it's more of a, "Help me. Help me solve this. This is how I'm feeling, and I want to understand what place you're coming from." That's a much better opening to a conversation starter, a much better way to get your thoughts and your feelings and your point across.